What's up, everyone? Welcome back to West of Loathing. This is going to be our episode 10. If you're excited for a new episode, go ahead and hit that like button and let's hop right in. Alright, everyone. We are back. And last time we left off, we were in this graveyard. So let's head on in and see what's up. We talked to this lady. Is it an avowal? Okay, anything else? I was 40 when she was born. Oh no, 37, or was it 42? Somewhere in that range. 37 to 42. Okay. Ended in avowal. 37 to 42. Good lord. Man, I don't even know. But what I wanted to focus on today, I wanted to focus on finding that train. So what we're gonna do is just go searching for it. We need to find it. That's really loud for me. All I'm looking for is that train. A large man with a large hammer interrupts your journey by leaping out from behind a rock and shouting, "You dang ghost won't get me. I'll hammer you back into the grave where you belong." Well, that's a new one. Oh no, he won't. Oh. Alright, and then we'll do the whole 1, 2, 3. There we go. Cool. Construction sledgehammer. $16 to $19, 8 muscle. Yep, let's wear that, or yep, let's use that rather. I'm just looking for that train. They're ambushed by a cow who was hiding behind a nearby big billboard. Big billboard, big cow. Attack it. Oh wow. You made hamburger of that cow. No, I mean like figuratively. Maybe I should have chosen a different idiom. I can see now how that might be confusing. 63 XP. Alright, cool. Man, I have no idea where this guy went. Not now. Not here. I'm gonna go back to dirt water. Jump in and see what I find. Cool. Back on the trail. He moved. Cactus Bill. Didn't expect to see you around these parts. Well, I gotta admit, I got a little envious when I saw you leave Boring Springs, and I figured I'd hitch a ride out west to see what I could do. To see what I could see. And just look at this place. So much hustle, so much bustle. There sure is a lot of both of those. Hey, nice pot. Thank you kindly. So what's new? Well, to be honest, what's new is a profound sense of longing and loneliness. I'm sorry to hear that, Bill. Well, it's actually what it is. Well, it is what it is. I was hoping I'd run across a similarly lonely cactus lady somewhere out here, or failing that, a normal human lady looking to marry a cactus. No luck? Not yet. Of course, getting around is a bit of a challenge, but us cactuses live a long time. I'm sure I'll meet somebody. Someday. We'll keep on trying. Thank you, and good luck to you with, well, whatever it is you're doing. Oh dear. You okay, buddy? I'm pretty sure my leg is broken, so no. What happened? Traffic accident? No, it's just sort of broke. It just sort of broke all of a sudden. I guess I don't get enough vitamins or whatever. Good nutrition can be difficult to get in this day and age. I'm gonna need some medicine for this. Can you help me? Sure. Thank you. There's a mission up north. The nuns there run a little hospital and sell medical supplies. Can you get me some broken leg pills? Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and head on up there. Open it up. Gosh, a real-life nun. Yes, I'm Sister Tabitha. I'm Nick Alababa. What's with the cost? What's with the cots? Well, what with the cow attacks and so on, I felt my faith would be better served by running this place as a clinic rather than just a church. I also sell medical supplies if you'd like your healing to go. Can I buy some medical supplies? Broken leg pills, bye. Sell a little bit of this. Alright, that's all I'm interested in now. Your heart skips a beat as you spy a floating cow skull in the middle distance. It doesn't seem to have noticed you yet. Approach it. Alright. So, I want to go ahead and try to finish this game in this episode. But of course, we need to find that train. Ooh, thanks. I feel like a new man again, or at least the same man with a new leg. That's good. Go drink some milk or something, okay? He waves and skips happily away. Well, that was nice. Alright, so I guess it's not here. Man, I have no idea where this thing went. Maybe I just wander around? Alright. Sure. Alright. I'm gonna head back up to Frisco and wander around there. The goblin suddenly runs up with an armload of driftwood and dumps it out in front of you. Hello, look, sculptures I am making. You are buying an art, yes? Well, buying an art or killing? Talk to it. Wow, geez, that's a little over the top. Buying art now. Okay, how much do you want? How much wanting for one of these art? 300 meat. I'll fight him. Oh, dang. That was a close one. Good thing I had that. That's spooky. Then we will wander around. Let's go to the abandoned mine. What is this? strange silvery crystal. This crystal is silver in the sense that it is silver colored, but not silver in the sense that it is not made of silver. Alright. I don't think the train's here, just gonna keep wandering around. It looks like you found an abandoned crate of military supplies. Since this addressed the forward unnecessary, perhaps the shippers took that to heart. Open it up. Cool. You find a rough wooden cross stuck in the ground with the word "some jerk" carved in them. I guess it's a grave? Dig it up. 2 skulls. Yay, free grave stuff. Just gonna keep wandering. Off to one side of the trail, you spot a goblin digging in the sand with a little shovel and a pail. Hello, I am clams digging. Clams. Clams not being in desert. Clams in ocean. Clams is ocean things. Haha. Showing what you knowing. I'll leave him alone. You catch a glimpse of something colorful out of the corner of your eye and hop down to investigate it. Before you know it, you're mesmerized by a scintillating rainbow of shiny, multicolored scales. A moment later, you realize you've fallen for the oldest trick in the book, specifically the book about how Frisco Vipers trap their prey, because you're surrounded by Frisco Vipers. Fight them. Oh, wow. Oh. Well, dang. You ride past a woman who is running along the desert trail on foot, and although I say running, it's a slow run, with an odd loping gait. She's dressed oddly too. No hat, just a thin strip of fabric tied across her forehead, light clothing, and strange soft-looking boots that barely even come up to her ankles. Everything alright? Are you running away from something? Something pretty slow? Like maybe a desert tortoise? No, I'm jogging. What? Jogging. I invented it. It's like slow running. Where I'm from, we just walk. It's better exercise if you go faster. Not fast enough to actually get away from anything though, but full-out running wears you out. That isn't as healthy. It's healthier than being eaten by a bear. Look, I'm not being chased by bears. I've never been chased by a bear. Yes, that's obvious. You're alive and not mangled lumps. This is about physical fitness. Bears aren't an issue. Okay, you're right. Thank you. There aren't many bears out here in the desert. A pack of coyotes, though, you'd be in real trouble. This is a very frustrating conversation. They tear you to shreds even without those goofy-looking shoes. Hey, I designed these myself. They are not goofy. They're pretty goofy. Alright. I mean, what good are they if you can't even run properly in them? What? They don't prevent, and they certainly aren't going to protect your ankles. They'll be perfectly good for kicking your butt. Gosh, all this exercise has made you kind of belligerent. Get down off that horse. Bring it, goofy shoes. Oh, wow. There we go. An ancient seaweed-draped skeleton is shambling towards you, hissing among I guess we must be near the beach? Hiss. How do you determine where the desert stops and the beach begins? Hiss. I don't really know how to tell the difference between desert sand and beach sand. I'll fight them. There we go. Alright. You find a big crate which probably fell off the wagon on its way to a ranch or something, unless maybe it just grew here wild. You have seen a lot of weird things, weird looking cactuses in your travels. Open it up. Cool. I'm wondering if there's anything here as to, like... No? Nothing here. Man, I have no idea where this would have gone. The hair on the back of your neck stands up as you realize you've ridden into the midst of a herd of ghostly floating cow heads. You've heard that some ranchers, in a desperate effort to avoid the homecoming, deliberately drove their entire herds into the oceans. If that's what happened here, it didn't work, and these cows are very angry about it. And really, can you blame them? That's pretty messed up. Anyway, this herd of ghost cow heads. What's your move here? I'll fight them. Alright. There we go. Right. Man. Oh my gosh. Oh. Dang it. Okay. You jump onto Bessie's back and ride like the wind, following the railroad tracks back into the desert. When you finally catch up, you stand up on Bessie's saddle and leap onto the back of the train like a real badass. Just barely catching the edge of the roof and pulling yourself up. Here's hoping you don't have to do that again. Your stuntman could have been killed. Looks like Pete decided not to join you on account of not having a stuntman, so you're on your own until you get back to Frisco. Woo! You're feeling neither fair nor square. Take back the train by force. Oh, this should be easy. Well, you've kicked this whole Norton problem down the road a ways. Down the train a ways. He ran a ways further down the roof of the train. Hooray! Oh good, somebody has built a rickety bridge between the train cars. This is very safe and not panic-inducing at all. Alright, I guess I'm gonna climb down. Oh! These guys are so preoccupied with the door to the rear of the car that they don't notice you prowling around behind them. The one in the back has a shiny key attached to his belt. It must be the key to the dining car because it has dining car stamped into it in letters big enough to read from here. I'll ambush them. These guys aren't really that strong. All right. Let's continue. Alright. Oh, he gets stronger. Okay. Mental Birds 2.0. Alright. Norton went flying off the side of the train. No way he'll make a dramatic recovery from that event. You should head up to the cab and see if you can find some way to steer this thing back to Frisco. Okay then. Another rickety bridge. Why is this guy hanging out on the top of a moving train with a knife? Charge him. Ow. Oh, dang. Go. And that's why you shouldn't play with knives on top of trains that are speeding through the desert. You rifle through his pockets, they're empty except for his luggage tag. Turns out his tag number is 3. Hooray! Alright, we'll head back down into here. The note says, I've hidden the key to the forward passenger car in my luggage to make it easier for me to murder everyone in the sleeper car. Sincerely, the train murderer. P.S. Come to the roof of the sleeping car in the next 55 minutes if you want to murder him. Crazy. You open the door to the third passenger compartment and find nobody inside. Since the note from the murderer said he was going to be on the roof of the train, that means he couldn't be in his passenger compartment. And since there's no one inside this passenger compartment, whoever the compartment belongs to can only, by process of elimination, be on the roof. Which means the person who rented this compartment must be the murderer. Probably. The only clue you find here is the luggage ticket, though. It has the number 3 on it. Writing something in a notebook. Greet you with a friendly. Sure, why not? Alright, thanks for your time. Goodbye. Okay, cool. You finally make it to the passenger car, one car back from the locomotive, which may be confusing if you thought locomotive meant the entire train. So I could just say the engine, except that also refers to the engine itself. That is, the actual steam engine that makes the train go, and not just the frontmost car of the train. Anyway, you're in the passenger car. Suddenly, Norton clambers in the window. He must have dramatically clung to the side of the train in order to reveal at the last minute that he had actually been defeated. Dang it. He runs into the frontmost car of the train and locks the door. What a jerk. Maybe you could get some of the passengers to help break the door down and arrest him. Or maybe you just kick the door down and shoot him until he can't bother anyone anymore. Up to you. This guy is totally franticking, which is a word I just made up for that. That means ranting in a frantic panic. Everyone else is ignoring him as hard as they can. I'm just gonna run up front. Front Norton. You pound on the door to the locomotive or engine car or cab or whatever. Open up, Norton. No! Alright then, I'm coming in. Oh yeah? You and what army, tough guy? You glance back at... let me see what passengers I can get. Yes, what is it? A crazy jerk calling himself Emperor Norton has hijacked the train, and I need volunteers to help me bust down the door and arrest him. And will you help me? No, I'd really rather not. That sounds quite strenuous, perhaps even dangerous. Come on, please. Pretty please. Pretty please with sugar on top. Sugar is one of those things. Gravy on top? Gravy is another. Look, please just leave me alone. Please, 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 please. Thanks. Alright, and then we'll get this guy. That's my wife. Or my daughter. God knows she could do with something to keep her occupied. What are you working on? It's quite try me. You must know I'm a scholar of foreign antiquities. I'm attempting to resolve this ancient conundrum from the Far East. Shows you a sheet of paper covered with little boxes, some of which have numbers in them. Solve it for him. That's a Sudoku. My little brother thinks they're for babies. What? Look, this box can't be a 3 or a 7 because you've got those there and there. So it has to be a 4, which means it's a 5 here and a 9 here. And if that's a 9, then this can't be. So it's a 7 and this one's a 2. You quickly fill in the rest of the puzzle? Well, dang it. What fun is it if you just solve it for me? Sorry, will you help me break down the door to the engine and arrest the Emperor? Well, I guess I've nothing better to do now. Cool. Excuse me, ma'am. Alright. I'm not even gonna worry about it. Sitter girl is peering out of the window of the train, clearly bored out of her mind. Hi there, busy? No. All of my toys and friends are in our luggage, and it's boring, and I hate it. Do you want to help me out with something really important? Huh, like what? Well, a bad guy took over the engine car, and I need some people to help me break down the door and arrest him. What? Mister, I'm just a little girl. Hey now, that's not a good attitude. Don't ever let anyone tell you that you can't do anything just because you're a girl. Okay, yeah. We'll bust that crook's face in. Wow, that's the spirit. But you gotta pay me in advance. Jeez, you're learning a little too fast. I like stuffed animals. I'll be right back. I think we have enough. Never mind. Okay. I guess back here. I guess it's just me. Alright, I should be able to do this. Alright, there we go. Well, that's one way to deal with an antagonistic bureaucrat. Not strictly speaking a legal or moral way, but it's hard to argue with success. Especially when you're dealing with a crazy old person who poisoned your eyes and kidnapped an entire train. Hooray! Alright. Alright, you did it. Thanks, boss. No problem. We got the train laid right up to the station now. The first ever cross-territory railroad thanks to the Manifest Destiny Railroad Company. And principally you. You did a really good job, Nick Halabababa. Aw, shucks. Don't mention it. Alright, let's head up here. Oh. Well. Now planning, the final cutscene. Well, let's head on in. Looks like somebody on that train got a job as a projectionist. Would you like to watch this movie? It's free because movies have only recently been invented and nobody has figured out that they can charge anything for them yet. No, doing this will not change anything about the world or your character. When the cutscene is over, you'll still be right here and you can keep playing if you want. Sure, show me the final cutscene! Some folks say endings don't matter. But other folks, they like to know how things turn out, the consequences of their actions, like. With the trains running again, Frisco thrives. People came from all over to seek their fortunes, but thanks to you, they didn't have to do it while on fire because some cow attacked their wagon. With the railroad completed and Norden ousted, Smee found himself out of a job but in of an opportunity. After being elected mayor, he managed the growth and infrastructure of Frisco with compassion and pragmatism. In 1944, Frisco was named Most Reasonable City by the Tuesday Evening Post. With all of the nearby mines operating again, his lifetime's worth of geological knowledge made Pete an extremely valuable player in the new economy. He settled down in Frisco and opened an assaying office. And I know what you're saying. What's a saying? It's evaluating the quality of ore, and Pete was the best at it. People came from miles around to get their nuggets inspected. Thanks to your assistance, Hobart Buppert got the photography bug, or should we say the photography owl? Anyway, he opened an art gallery so the citizens of Frisco would never have to suffer from the inability to see pictures of owl skeletons whenever they wanted. Kurtz left the fort and set up shop in Frisco. His fitness group skyrocketed in popularity. The growth was entirely due to word of mouth, because the first rule of Kurtzfits is that you cannot stop talking about Kurtzfits. Kurtz till it hurts. No Kurtz pain, no Kurtz gain. You solved 5 of Breadwood's problems. With the increase in morale and civic resources, they were able to clear the weeds from the roads and fix the well and the broken hitching post. There was even enough left over to give the mayor's office a new coat of paint and refresh the facade on the buttery biscuit. Cool. Chuck continued to run his blooded breakfast without incident, accident, scandal, or allegation for many years. Alright. With your help, Roy Bean's Jelly Bean Museum became the talk of the town. Well, first they had to build a town nearby, but once they did, hooey! The guy at the front of the line! Dirtwater stayed more or less the way you found it. People went about their business, but there was never much excitement. Nobody ever showed up. Things got a little stagnant. That good old spittoon. As for you, after your adventure, you settled in Frisco and bought a very long, very narrow house. You filled it with souvenirs of your exploits and started an antique hat rack collection. When you left home, you told Rufus you wanted adventure and excitement. You visited 50 places on your journey. You're a real gallivanter. Is that a word? Sure it is. You globe-trotting gallivanter you. Wow. We did do a lot here. In 1906, all of the remaining cows in the West were simultaneously activated by some kind of signal from hell. They thundered east, forming a gigantic single-minded herd. Led by the infernal sadist, Duke Bovicus, the cow army thundered east toward Dirtwater. Fortunately, a gang of rodeo clowns swept in at the last minute and slaughtered the herd just before it reached Dirtwater. Unfortunately, all of the townsfolk of Dirtwater had a hard time sleeping for pretty much the rest of their lives. Seriously, it was a grisly sight. 420 years later, deep beneath the ground, ancient machines silently stopped doing the things they were built to do. It's probably fine. You and everybody you know are dead by then, and most of humanity has moved to space. Still, though, it's a shame about the planet. There were some cool bars there. Interesting. I guess that's one of the things we missed. The music's really ominous. Thank you for playing. That was awesome. That game was, that was so much fun. Man, if I had a favorite part, I would say the spittoons. Hands down, the spittoons. I mean, just once you started and like that narrator was just like, you're really gonna do this, and then you're like, hell yeah. It was amazing. Alright everyone, so there is DLC for this. If you want me to play it, leave a comment below and I'll look at that and decide whether I'm gonna play it or not. I do have some other games lined up, and as of today it's Sunday, so tomorrow I'm building my new PC and we'll start playing some other games that are kind of beefier and that the PC can handle, that my MacBook just, it would be impossible to keep up on, much less record. So I hope you've enjoyed the video today. Oh, let me get through these. The end. If you've enjoyed West of Loathing, you might also enjoy our free browser-based game, The Kingdom of Loathing, on the internet at kingdomofloathing.com. Maybe. We might enjoy that. But If you enjoyed the video today, go ahead and hit that like button down below and hit the subscribe button if you enjoy the content that I release, and the notification bell to get notifications, obviously, as to when I release things every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I hope you have a great day, a great week, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.